to the One Podcast with Adventure Rule Them All, episode number 181.
I did too, honestly.
Big 181. I am the Beast Snow for this episode, joined today by Jake, Cody, a returning Jordi, and of course, the best in the world, Devin himself.
Getting pretty close to my weight there.
We're so far away from mine, it's not even funny. We have a great episode for you guys today. Devin's got some great news, probably some not so good news as well that we'll probably be talking about. Then we're gonna hit the gym, Jake's Power Hour, see what he's been playing. He's been playing a little Elden Ring as we were witnessing before we got on here.
It's not what we're talking about though.
But we're probably not going to talk about that. And we're talking about what we're all playing. We're gonna hit the Shadow Realm, see what the Shadow knows this week. Will it be a movie? Will it be a show? Will it be a book? Will it be a pamphlet? I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out what the Shadow knows this
Will
week.
it be the Quran?
Never know.
Never
And
know
then
with the
we are
Shadow.
going to hit the ring. Talk about some wrestling. We are going to pick Forbidden Door. We're going to talk about Monday Night Raw. Some news. Big news for the boys over in Indianapolis as well. We'll talk about that. And since it is the end of the month, is Jordi going to give us some music?
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
Jordi's going to tune us up. He's going to talk about, everything going on in the music world from the last few weeks. Can't wait for that. But first, let's play Do You Know TOPTERTA. I'm going to ask you guys a question. We're going to have a little banter discussion, argument. Let's have a little fun.
Oh yeah. Let's party.
The question this week is, what do you think is the best tournament in the world?
Best tournament?
Oh, I already know. The NCAA basketball tournament.
March Madness?
Yeah.
Oh man. My heart says the G1, but these recent years have tainted that feeling.
Big old taint.
Big old taint. But I guess we'll go with that because I'm a mark.
I've never watched a G1 all the way through. I've wanted to every year.
I'm gonna say this. Me and Joe, and I think I said it on the podcast before, me and Joe Randa planned a tournament for ICW, CBYW, and I think, what was their Fed? BWA, right? Or no, not BWA, and Kentucky's Fed.
Kentucky.
Right. It was called the Leslie Nielsen Memorial Cup. It was gonna have like me, Snow, the Indiana, Ohio boys, and Kentucky boys. Well, that would have been my favorite tournament. Never happened because Freakshow didn't clean up the base.
Was Chicago in there too then? Because they were there.
Didn't clean up his life either, but
I don't know. Maybe he was. I don't know.
Because Nick was
Carry
definitely at Freak Show's house playing Madden with you guys.
Snow, I think I know your answer, but what is it?
well, we gotta let Cody and Jordi.
No. All right.
Cody's probably gonna say Magic, so I mean,
No, God no.
Oh man, Pokemon World. Swiss cut.
So is this like recurring tournaments or just any tournament that's ever happened?
best tournament ever in the world.
That's hard.
Got a lot of good ones.
There are a lot of good ones, depending on what you like.
Good ones.
Mm-hmm.
For the sake of saving time, I'm gonna go with the tournament for the universe or whatever it was called.
Tournament of Power?
Tournament of Power. There you go.
I knew somebody
Damn.
would say that.
Shooting exams.
See, damn. A better one.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and just kind of go by like what I think kind of draws the most people outside of like sports and say the like League of Legends Worlds.
Do you like that?
I enjoy watching it. Look, I've realized I just like watching competitive esports. Like, I don't know, seeing people do things that most other random people can't do is fun to me.
I used to love COD Champs.
Used to.
Yeah.
Whoops.
X Games back in the day when they had Call of Duty there. Oh, X Games was so good.
Yeah. Watching the old MLG was great.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
I used
Oh,
to
yeah.
watch the World Poker Tour.
Did you really?
That's another thing, dude. Watching people play high level poker is nuts.
Phil Hellmuth. So we got the Owen Hart tournament going on right now. G1, I think, is coming up as well.
It is.
Nobody said best of the Super Juniors, really? No.
I don't know what
King
that
of
is.
the
so-
King of the Ring.
That's good. Definitely.
King of the
not.
Ring's probably my runner-up. Devin
But-
didn't like it.
No. Really? King of the Ring.
More.
Copa America is the worst tournament ever in the world. I'll just throw that out there. But I'm going with the Euros.
I knew it. There it was.
Like, I don't care. I'll watch Georgia take on Slovakia, and that game is like so much better than watching Peru take on Canada. I digress.
Azerbaijan playing. Hey, when we were at Raw, people in front of us watching Euros.
Yeah,
Now,
that's what
what
I paid
tournament-
fucking $300 for a seat to do, is to watch another event.
What do I watch every year without fail? The NBA Finals. But like, I don't watch
That's
March
not-
Madness all the way through. That's a
I
tournament.
wouldn't. But yeah, but like
I wouldn't call
I
that
wouldn't.
good.
I wouldn't call it a tournament. I also wouldn't call that like that's not a tournament in the same vein that these other things are tournaments. Like it's technically a tournament, but like it's not like. I don't. I mean, you have to feel the difference.
I don't
Like
feel
it's
the difference.
it's the playoffs because then I would have just said the NFL playoffs.
I would say the NFL playoffs are a tournament.
I mean, they are, but like it's not. I don't.
What about
It feels different,
the in season NBA one?
bruh.
In-season
No,
tournament. Bro, the
no.
in-season tournament was fucking good this year.
It's the first year.
And it was good.
You can't really measure, but yeah, no, sure, it was good.
Pacers almost won it.
The first ever play-in the bubble, that was good.
The bubble was good. I don't care what anybody says.
Hey, the bubble was some of my favorite basketball.
It was
It
so
was
good.
amazing. It was amazing.
So good. Had fucking, I forget dude's name, but played on the Pacers.
TJ Warren,
TJ
Already
Warren
know.
dropping 50 a night.
53. Yeah,
That shit was
Almost.
crazy.
almost bubble MVP. Yeah, there we go.
All right. Well, congratulations to the Florida Panthers. All right, Devin, it's time for you to shine and give us the news.
This is TOPTERTA News with lead anchor Devin Boyz.
Poor Oilers girl. All right, hey man. Well, the news today is brought to you by two babies and a dim franchise boys tall tee with one green bean as a weapon, French style. The Oculus Rift creators are working on a new headset driven by military requirements. So, that's all I've really got to say about that. Oculus Rift was pretty cool. We just saw, and we were watching some Elden Ring before we got on this podcast.
Yeah.
And Elden Ring now lets you summon Torrent during the Elden Beast fight. And spoiler alert, didn't work at all. But maybe for some, you'll do better. Got to jump
Better
over
than-
those flames and whatnot.
Better than bad is just better.
Hey, better than bad? Pretty good. Pocket Pair is teasing Palworld for PlayStation.
Ooh.
And with that, Pocket Pair also says that Nintendo has not complained about Palworld at all after they had said they plan to investigate.
Does it come
So,
to the Switch?
good for
then?
them. I doubt it can run it. Speaking of Switch, Jared Padalecki's rumored to be in the boys season 5. Matter of fact, Big Kripke said, barring any unforeseen, devastating event, he'll be there.
Speaking of
Hold
Jared
on.
Padalecki,
That's supposed to segue into
I was going to say something, but Devin said, hold on.
Oh,
No, you could have talked. Go ahead, speak.
Oh, speaking of Jared Padalecki, some news just came out back in like 2015, he was suicidal. Had to go get treatment.
Yeah, did you remember his I forget his clothing brand, but yeah, he has a clothing brand for like depression. I don't.
Oh.
I wish I remembered what it was called, but yeah.
Hey, no. It's all
Yep.
because Jordi hates him.
Well, that's a shame.
He's like, man, I listened to this episode of the podcast, and this guy said he fucking hated me.
Cannot wait for him to be Soldier Boy's brother, so Homelander's uncle. Need evil devil
Soldier
Sam.
Boy's uncle.
Diablo 4 is getting a vampire survivor type game mode in season 5. That means a roguelite with boons and banes after each wave. So could be cool, right?
So Diablo 4?
Diablo 4, yeah.
Worst looking game, right? Terrible gameplay, right?
No, I didn't say all of that. That's actually not what I said at all. What I said is the cutscenes look immaculate, spectacular. Like money was poured into them. Like some very rich, wealthy company was like, hey, let's make this look better than anything has ever looked. And then they do. And then you turn it on and the game starts playing and you're like, wow, this doesn't look like that.
Which is true.
Stellar Blade sold more than 1 million copies in its short life.
That's crazy.
Huge fan favorite, cult hit, right? Epic Mickey Rebrushed is getting a release on September 24th. Yeah, if you played any Epic Mickey, yep. New Fantastic Four set in the 1960s, likely an alternate universe to the MCU. Speaking of MCU, we're doing this on 626. 626 is the Marvel universe that you know and love. Just kidding, it's 616, fucking with everybody. Oh,
626 is Stitch.
626 is Stitch. Scarlett Johansson says the next Jurassic Park script is incredible. She wants to be in it so bad, and I find this hilarious because I watched the last Jurassic Park movie, and it was one of the worst things I've ever seen.
She's got some Jurette. Sorry.
She's got some.
Sorry.
She's got some. Boy, she has.
She gonna play a dinosaur?
Oh, she's probably playing a lifeboat.
Anyway,
DC's now allowed to start working on the Green Lantern show for Max. And I don't know what it matters, but it's not going to be a Max original. It's now an HBO original. They're moving away from calling everything Max originals and splitting up them in HBO. I read it, didn't make any sense. Some things are just going to be HBO, some things are going to be Max, but all on the same platform. And that's just the CEO wanted a delineation between them. Lara Croft is joining Dead by Daylight as a survivor.
I saw that.
Yep. You can also get a statue of her PS1 version and a bunch of Lara Croft stuff. Speaking of tournaments, EVO 2024 is the largest esports competition ever. 10,224 players from 63 countries have registered.
Damn.
Over 7,000 of them. 7,000 over that number. Registered for Street Fighter 6 alone.
Damn.
Tournament's taking place July 19th through the 21st. Dead Rising getting remastered. PS Plus free games for July are Borderlands 3, Among Us, which I thought was free, and NHL 24. Don't waste your time. No, you won't. Don't waste your time. Actually, you know what? I want you to play it and tell me if you think it's just unmasterably hard, just terrible.
I'd probably only play the My Player mode.
Congratulations, Florida Panthers.
All right, poor Oilers girl. Sony might be working on native PS3 backwards compatibility. That's just a rumor. Can't confirm. I also saw that some PS3 games were being rumored to be coming to PSN. And one of them was Metal Gear Solid 4. So I'll believe it when I see it. New Dragon Ball Sparking Zero trailer revealed Yajirobe Spopovich, Deborah, and Inalaza. You may not know that last one because he's just from a movie And I can't remember exactly which movie it is, but he is the guy who like can punch through like wormholes and open up a dimension behind you and punch you through that. He's gigantic. Next 7-star terror raid is a dragon type Sceptile. It's running June 28th through the 30th. So the day you're listening to this, dragon type Sceptile to the 30th, then July 5th through the 7th. And Pokemon disqualified multiple entries in its 2024 TCG illustration contest for using AI. They will be naming replacements, but AI was against the rules.
Makes sense.
Elden Ring just had a patch, and I don't know. I ain't played the DLC, but the patch said allegedly, the streets are saying it made the game a little easier.
Oh, good.
You know,
That's
so
not updated before I played it.
that begs the question: is Elden Ring too hard for you? Is
Yeah.
Elden Ring too hard?
Absolutely.
Is it too hard? Does it need to be unhard?
Mm-hmm.
No.
You see, the Helldivers 2 developers said it doesn't need to be less hard. Not every game should be made for everybody.
Correct.
Which I agree.
Get better.
I get good. What's that saying? GIT, GUD? Yeah, that's right. Awesome. Yes, perfect. I know you said some not so great news. I don't know what the not so great news is because that's all I have. You know, I have been on.
What?
Are you talking about the doctor?
Yeah.
The doctor news? Oh, I was sorry.
Unsurprised.
Doctor Disrespect.
He is a piece of shit.
Yeah,
Shocker.
local streamer.
Not local.
Nope.
Yeah,
Not local.
well, he's him and Drake in cahoots.
Brother, okay.
He's trying to strike a chord, and it's probably a minor. Like,
He tried.
Fucking Ethan from H3 tagged Kendrick in his most recent post. So I thought that was kind of funny.
So, in case anybody doesn't know, Dr. Disrespect was banned on Twitch 2017. Was it? It's crazy that
No, it was 2020.
Was it 2020?
Okay. Yeah, all this shit got found out in 2017, and it stayed silent until 2020.
So he got banned in 2020 because he was talking to a minor on the Whisper thing on Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what that is or whatever.
It's a direct message on Twitch.
Okay. And then he said that it all came out because he sent a tweet, basically, you know, making himself complicit to doing that and why he got banned from Twitch. So,
not only was he talking to a minor, he admitted that it leaned inappropriate.
Yeah.
And he had to edit the tweet
no
3 times.
intent. Yeah, because so he said individual minor, tried to edit out the minor part, then people were like, we can see your edits, right? And he went, shit. All right, time to put back the minor part. Like, it's gross. It's disgusting.
It's the same year that he cheated on his wife as well, so that's just
gross.
Mm-hmm.
And only a couple of short years after he got in trouble for bringing a camera into the bathroom at E3.
That was TwitchCon, wasn't it? Was E3?
Yeah, it was E3 because he got banned from it forever, and then.
Oh my god.
Yeah. The fact that there are people still defending him is disgusting. A lot of people are attacking Nick Merckx and being like, "They got your boy, and now what?" And he just went, I don't know, man. Yeah, that sucks. What can you do?
Didn't.
No, he
did not. No, he did not.
He said it's not okay.
Don't like Nick Merckx. I watched his stream today.
Shut the fuck up! I watched the video.
I watched his stream today.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the tweet.
Just like the old days.
The tweet video. He's literally said, obviously, I don't like it. It hurts the boys, and I'm sorry about it, but what can you do?
No,
Right,
he
and then
said
today
he said he can't support that or defend that. So,
Yeah, and then said, "What can you do? I don't know. Hold him accountable."
and then he's like, you know, we aren't really boys, but I mean,
Bullshit.
but he.
And then today,
How many times did he
said
play
that
with
he's
him?
not cool with them anymore, and that they were just friends because of video games.
He didn't
No.
know.
Which I have plenty. There are people that I am just friends with via video games.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The whole time leading up to this, it was, no, I got his back. We've been together since day one. He's my boy. I played plenty of games with him. Unless there's evidence, nothing is going to say anything. You guys need proof before you try and take this great man down. Now that he got figured out, now he's all like, well, I mean, you know, I talked to him a couple of times, but like,
No,
I don't know.
They were friends. They played games all the time. Come on.
Yeah, he was with him all the time. I hate that he's trying to backpedal this shit and everyone's trying to be like, well, maybe McNick is actually not a bad guy. No, fuck him. He's a fucking idiot and I hate it.
And Tim
I
the
mean, I don't like
Tatman,
Nick Merckx either. Don't like Nick Merckx either. I'm
Like-
just saying you can't not guilty by association. If he is, then me and Devin and Jordi are all guilty of what Freak Show's done.
Oh, brother.
I will Nick.
No, that's not what I'm saying. The difference is you guys weren't out here being like, well, until they said something about, you know, we'll say Freak Show, until proof comes out about Freak Show that you guys can't say shit. Like, you don't know if he actually did anything. Like, you guys weren't doing that. You from day one are like, no, he's a piece of shit. He probably did it. Fuck it.
Well, there's difference though, because we didn't know about anything until proof came out.
Yeah, I didn't know he was an incest pedophile. I had no idea.
None of us, like, we all knew he was creepy and gross,
Yeah,
but we didn't think he was. Like, none of us thought, yeah, Freak Show's a fucking pedophile. You know what I mean?
But if rumors would have came out, would you have been like, I don't know, man?
Well,
I don't know. I've never been in that situation.
Well,
You know what I mean?
you can't just be like, well, there's just one guy just saying, oh, there's these allegations against him, and then you're like, oh, yep, he's guilty, of course, because one person says it. But
to be fair, Fat Austin said that Jeff has fucking kitty nudes on his computer, and I agree. That probably happened. So
I believe that.
I believe that. I guess Cody's right.
But
Yeah, like
that same guy that also brought up everything is also trying to make money off of it, saying that he'll tell everything, and if you guys want, but that's whatever.
That part's obviously scummy and shitty. Like, yeah, okay, fuck you, dude, for trying to. Like,
and
make
there's an email out there that got leaked as well. I don't know how true it is, saying they're trying to damage Dr. Disrespect just because they don't like him and stuff like that. But who knows with that?
I don't. I mean, it's pretty damning on its own. I don't really know like how much you really have to go after somebody.
Dr. Disrespect saying that he spoke inappropriately with children is damning enough.
Yeah.
That's it. He is a grown fucking man that spoke inappropriately with children.
Absolutely.
Full stop.
Yep.
I mean, I'll speak for everybody. Like, we're not going to support it or defend it either. So
no.
Tar and feather.
The fact that this motherfucker, that was in like the second paragraph of 10, where he goes on to say, I'm not a predator or a pedophile, when that is exactly what he did, was prey on a child.
Grooming, but I mean, yeah.
Like, look, it's always the leave the kids alone people that are the ones fucking with kids.
Need to open up the death book from Shogun.
And then he said he's going to come back better than ever, so we'll see.
And he's probably going to get support, unfortunately. Like,
No, he will.
Thankfully, most of his sponsors are dropping the fuck out of him.
Hope he
Yeah,
takes
Turtle Beach left him.
49ers.
A stupid wig off.
Got dropped by Midnight Society.
His name is Guy. That's just...
Imagine
that makes me want to play the game.
Imagine getting fired from something you made.
It looks like a really good game, honestly, but you know.
Yeah, I'll play it now that
it's another like extraction shooter, isn't it?
It's it's a multi-tier level, whatever.
That's cool.
But speaking of Nick Merckx, he last week he was all anti-trans people as well again. So
yeah, Nick Merckx again.
Mm-hmm.
What did he say this? What did he say this time?
To Chris.
Oh, this was before
Ava for Mr. Beast.
Mm-hmm.
It was before the
before the disrespect shit broke out. Yeah,
so
and
you see Jake the Viking was also like, yeah, this is all true, and then Mr. Beast was like, actually,
yeah, dude. Listen, I will say, I don't really watch Mr. Beast's videos. I've watched a couple. They're fine. They're cool. Whatever. Respect the hustle that the dude has. The fact that he has no problem throwing everything on the line to be like, no, Ava's great. Ava's an amazing parent. Like, do not disrespect them. Do not come after them. They will, like, they are there always. Do not do that shit. Like, good on Mr. Beast. I'm real
I
happy
think
about it.
majority of what Mr. Beast does is good. Like,
It is. Like, yeah. I mean,
he's philanthropic. Does he make money from it? Sure. Does
Right.
everybody on the internet make money from what they do? Yes.
That guy's a freak.
He's a freak, but he makes a lot of money and he helps a lot of people.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just saying he's a freak because that's all he does. Like,
Yeah.
I listen to him say like his life is media, like content.
Yeah.
He does not
Quite
do anything
literally.
else.
yeah.
Does he do some sketchy shit sometimes? Sure. But nothing illegal and nothing that like is too bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Is he probably a piece of shit Republican that supports Donald Trump? They all are, man. Every millionaire is.
I would think it's probably safe to say Mr. Beast does not care about the outside world enough that he just doesn't pay attention to it.
Probably.
I don't know. He gave water to the whole country of Africa.
He also flooded the entire country of Africa.
Well,
Yeah, the country of
you-
Africa.
Yeah.
You guys are really taking advantage of me not doing my normal segment.
To be fair, Africa is not just a country. It's a All right.
Actually.
Apartheid, everybody, apartheid.
Was that all the news?
You ever heard that fucking loser Michael Rappaport say apartheid?
Guess not. No,
oh,
He says apartheid.
oh,
of course he does.
Apartheid.
He's an American. What do you expect? He's from like Boston.
That's fair. Fucking loser.
We're gonna hit the gym. Jake's Power Hour now.
Played a new game this week, boys.
No.
It was a fun game. Jordi and I played it together. I'm bad at video games. We played a game called Hot Lava. It is the floor is lava.
okay.
First round went fine. Like the first place we did went fine. Second place we did the second place we did, the first round went fine. First map went fine. Second map made me want to kill myself. And then Jordi was like, let's do this map right here. And it was every single map in the level, back to back to back, with less checkpoints. Everybody else finished it in like 20 minutes. Gabe finished it in like 30 minutes.
No. Let me pat myself on the back here and say that I finished it in about 5 minutes.
It was a little bit longer than
Sat
5.
and waited for you guys forever.
Jordi finished in like 15 minutes.
It was so easy.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was. There was like maybe 2 parts.
He
that
did.
were a
He
little
did.
difficult.
Jacob did preface this by saying he's bad at video games.
That's true. So, it took Jordi like 10 minutes, took Shy like 15 minutes, took Gabe like 40 minutes, took me 55. It was so fucking hard.
Is dodging involved in that game too?
No,
Dang.
fuck off.
Wow.
But it was fun. It's a fun game. It's like $3 or some shit like that. $4 on Steam. If you want a night of fun and shenanigans, pick it up. Give it a 3.5 out of 5 snowflakes.
Is it on Steam?
It is on Steam.
Yeah, I won't play
It
it.
is on Steam. I know you won't. Picked up
Don't
a couple
blame
more
you there.
games. Picked up a couple more games. Tried out some more Dark and Darker based on Cody's
Fun game?
recommendation.
Yeah,
I've already
I'm
reviewed
playing
this
it
game
too.
a couple years back. Not years, a couple months back. Let's let Jordi review this one if he wants.
No, I got my own. You go
Okay,
ahead.
you got your own? Well, like I said last time, it's hard as fuck. I have extracted for the first time. I own the Legendary collection because I bought it when it was free, or bought it when it was on like super beta, and now it's on regular beta and it's free. Difference between Legendary Edition and Solo, or the edition that's free, is you can only have one character and you have to delete all your characters to try a new character, which sucks, in my opinion.
Yep.
Legendary Edition, you can have every single class. You can have a class of all of them. But the game itself it's fun. It's hard. It's really easy to like lose a couple hours in though, because you ever played Tarkov Snow?
Yeah.
It's Escape from Tarkov, but medieval times.
Oh,
It's Escape from Tarkov, but D&D.
Yep.
gotcha.
To the point where they even have druids now that change into animals and shit like that.
Yeah, like cool as fuck.
Mm-hmm. So if you like stuff like that, it's free to try. So if you want to try it out. It's fun.
Just know, if you want to try a character, you will be deleting all of the progress on the character that you have now.
Which sucks, but as I said to Cody last night, it's half the price of a brand new game.
It is.
So it's only $30 if you want to buy the full game, which actually opens up a shit ton. But, goblins can like 3-shot you though.
Yeah, especially the ones with the arrows.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I don't know if you guys noticed, there's like red versions of the enemies too that
Yeah.
hit much harder.
Yep.
That's all I got for games.
I got a couple new games.
Ooh.
In addition to Hot Lava and Dark and Darker that I've been playing with Jake, I downloaded a game called Rotwood.
My
on
favorite
Steam.
kind of dog.
All right. It's Cody. You would probably like this game more than anybody here. It's basically take Hades, make it co-op, turn all the characters into cartoony animals, and that's Rotwood.
Oh, yeah.
It's a hack and slash roguelite. I think you can play with up to 4 players. I've only been playing the solo run, and I've been having a good time with it. The animation looks really clean and crisp. I mean, I didn't pay too much attention to the story, I'm not gonna lie. But like I know we crash landed somewhere and like I had to go find my friends, and now I'm like hunting down monsters to take their heartstones.
Okay.
I don't know why, I'm just killing things and upgrading myself. I'm having a good time.
That's the American way, brother.
But I mean, I give it, with only playing solo for right now, I give it a 7 out of 10. I'm waiting on some other friends to be ready to play so I can see what the co-op is like.
I do have it bought. I will download it soon.
You and Cheyenne both have bought it.
Yeah.
But yeah, 7 out of 10 for that. I have another mobile game this week.
Oh.
What is this called? I don't remember what it's called. Monster something. It doesn't say the whole thing on the app. I know there's a way to see the whole name. Monster Survivors. It's one of those kind of shitty games that you see advertised while you're playing another game. The characters are just like colored stick figures. But it's also like a mobile roguelite. You're just running around upgrading your guns, trying to get as far as you can while waves of monsters surround you. It's held my attention for the last week. It's got some pretty cool upgrades, pretty cool guns in it. For a mobile game, I give it a 7 out of 10. We'll say 6.5 out of 10.
Okay. Oh, yeah?
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I've just been playing some more Stellar Blade. Give a little updated review. Game's still beautiful. And I can say I am a gigantic fan of the combat. I think the combat is, pretty much immaculate. Like, it's great. It's very fun. The game itself is very, very fun. I think it could use it has fast travel, but it could use a little more, like, a little better system of fast travel, because you have to travel. I have like 6 or 7 regions I can travel through right now, And I want to say I'm almost done with the game because I'm going to fight an Alpha Natiba, which is like one of the big bosses of the game. And I have to go to space to do it. And it's like a trope in a lot of games where like you're about to go to this area, you cannot go back. So I'm thinking
Right.
I'm thinking I'm about to be close to the end. I went into it thinking I wasn't going to do the side quests. I was just going to play the like main story and you know kill my time until college football, play some Elden Ring. No, I've really been into it. This game is, I mean, it's very fun. It's very pleasing to look at. The music while you're playing is great. It's like nice little melodic. I mean, I talked about it last week, but very fun. I only have a couple qualms right now, and it's when you're swimming, um, or swimming and jumping in general. Like the character kind of just like moves into a spot like you don't want them to.
Mm.
So it's a little hard to navigate sometimes, especially underwater. Underwater swimming's not great. The voice acting still bad. And one thing I think is hilarious that it just happened. I think I found out today. So the main character, right? We're talking to the prophet. His name is Oracle. He's like in charge of the city, Zion, whatever. And he's telling her a story. And she finds out everybody's an android, like, and there are no like organic humans, or few and far between, probably extinct. And she was like, "What? Everybody's an android?" I'm sitting here thinking, like, bro, you've been pulling out like USBs out of people's brains the whole game. Like every dead body you find, you can pull out their memory stick and like see what was going on. Like I just thought that was hilarious. Game is beautiful, very fun. Monster design, a lot of it reminds me of like The Last of Us. I may have said that last week too. Um, some monster designs are really great. Like I really love the Abaddon design. There's a behemoth that looks like the behemoth in Final Fantasy.
Mm.
I think it's the behemoth or something. Behemoth sounds right. Yeah, it looks pretty much just the same. A lot of good monsters. There are some droids that look like Star Wars droids, which is pretty funny.
Which droids? Which Star Wars droids?
Like the bipedal, like
Skinny ones
yeah. So
with
there
the
are some
long
of those.
faces.
Yeah, there are some of those with rockets on their heads, and then there are others that they wear like a cloak and carry staves, and
Oh,
they will beat you up. And like the damage output is like some attacks, depending, you have a bunch of skills you can use, and you have a bunch of ways that you can upgrade skills and kind of almost use them like nonstop. I've opted for like the protection stuff. So like they're doing less damage to me, and I'm relying basically on like my base skills and base weapon power. The weapon output is pretty low. You do get grenades and stuff, but they're not like, the grenades don't do like damage. They do like knockdown stuns, things like that. Um, there are a few quick time events which will catch you off guard if you're not thinking about it, but they're very few, so you don't know when to be ready for them. And it is like parts of it is like it's like a puzzle platformer in some parts, like Uncharted. Like I saw this puzzle to get to a different part. All in all, I don't really have anything else bad to say about the game. Game's very fun, very pleasing to look at, pleasing to listen to. I'll bump it up, man. I'm like an 8.2 snowflakes right now out of 10. Yeah, I'm really having a much more enjoyable time than I thought I would with this game. Very fun. A bunch of different clothing options, haircut options, everything. All in all good, except for the voice acting. But I mean, we played Rise of the Ronin, so we can get through it.
Correct.
Nothing can be worse than Ryoma.
Nothing.
I got a little game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Well, I'll just the game that I'm playing is Hill Climber's Lego Adventure.
Okay.
I was really excited to download and play this game, because I love Hill Climber games. They're very fun. I mean, if you don't know the premise, you just get a car that you can upgrade, and you go as far as you can go on all these different terrains.
Yeah,
And
Trials Fusion.
kind of, yeah, only like more long form. But yeah, you just you go on, you get your upgrades, you buy new cars to hopefully do better, be able to do things, all kind of cool stuff like that. The Lego version is all of that, but obviously Legos. So I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds great. One downside, they turned it into an energy system where you have to pay them money to continue playing the game.
That
So
sucks.
Terrible.
it takes the entire fun out of the premise of the game, which is literally just drive. Also, instead of just being like, here, see how far you can go, there's now missions of, all right, well, do like 100 points worth of wheelies, and then as soon as you do that, done. Go on to the next mission. Each mission you do costs you an energy, and if you don't get all 3 stars, you have to redo that mission to be able to claim the reward for that like chapter thing that you're doing. You have to get all 3 stars to be able to claim the mission. And you have to keep trying over and over and over. So,
Are they
like,
just trying to get the game shut down?
I don't know, man. I don't know why. Like, it was easy. It was so easy. You didn't have to do anything. Like, just add Lego to it, and you're fine. Like, that's all you had to do. Nope. They took all of the fun out of it. Like, why? I do not understand why you would do that. I guess still kind of fun, but, like, I'm not gonna sit there and pay them money to get a new like skin for a car and a couple packs of energy so I can continue to play.
Sounds like Candy Crush.
It's awful, man. I hate it. Not what I was hoping for at all, and it makes me sad. So, there's that. 1 out of 5.
Ooh.
What would it be? What would it be if they didn't make the changes?
Oh, probably like 4 out of 5, like 4.5, because like having the Lego thing fits and it works and it makes sense and it's fun, but then you just go and do dumb shit.
Wow.
So
Oof.
that's my
So I started a game about we'll say about 4 hours ago. It's called The Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. This will be an early review, I would assume, for the Elden Ring DLC. As soon as you get to the Shadow Realm and you start walking up the stairs into like the whole world, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I really didn't see anything beforehand, so like any spoilers or like what boss fights look like. I just know some of the names to them, so I just wanted to go in here blind and check it out for myself. Absolutely stunning. I did circle around a little bit of the area. Got some graces. I fought the Black Knight. That took me a little bit because
the one with the giant ass black gate.
No, he had big ol' Final Fantasy sword and and yeah, that took me a while. And then there's a dragon. I try to get that taken care of, but a little bit harder than I'm used to, back in the base game. But overall, like, it's enjoyable. You definitely need to use the stuff that drops in the DLC. You can't just go in there with your base stuff and thinking you can just go and run through everything, because you really can't. So far, perfect 10 for me, honestly.
Let's go. I'll be there in a couple weeks.
Don't know where I'm going. Don't know where I should be going. But that's the whole fun of it. We'll get there when we get there, I guess. So.
I think the good thing about Elden Ring, just not off subject, but I think Elden Ring as a video game makes you better at other video games. It's so hard.
Couldn't be me.
You have to persevere.
Decision making,
Yeah, it teaches you a lot, honestly. Good game. Super solid.
I wish you
A
would
game
play
the
it.
world needed.
I wish you would play it, but
Give me a few days.
sure, bro.
Let me finish.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
All right,
Just
it's
gotta-
time to slip into the Shadow Realm, see what the Shadow knows this week.
All right. So, if people are keeping track and listening at home, or if you just know about the event itself, it is that time of year again for Games Done Quick.
Ooh.
If you don't remember what that is, it is a they now do it. Well, it's been a minute, but they do it twice a year. They have Summer Games Done Quick and Awesome Games Done Quick. Awesome is more towards the winter time. Summer is obviously in the summer. That will be starting on July 30th and will run through to June 30th through to July 6th. Technically 7th because the games are going to run into it, but they're doing some pretty cool games this year. I wanted to kind of go over a list of a few of the games that are on each day, maybe get some people interested. So on June 30th, this Sunday, they have a Pokemon Violet up to Teal Mask speedrun. No glitches, no nothing. Hour 55 minutes. I believe that is from new game through to the end of Teal Mask. They have a Yoshi story, which the category for that is all melons. So that's basically perfecting and getting everything in the game. 1 hour 45 minutes. Halo 2 on Legendary solo, hour and a half. For July 1st, we have Turnip Boy Robs the Bank. Any percent playstyle A, done in 40 minutes. The PS2 Silent Hill new game, all bosses, 58 minutes. Kirby and the Crystal Shards, 100%, 1 hour and 10 minutes. On July 2nd, we have Devin's favorite game, Alan Wake 2. All Alan percent is what it's called, initiation only, hour and 5 minutes. Mass Effect 2, any percent new game plus, 1 hour and 8 minutes. Star Wars Force Unleashed, any percent, 20 minutes. Which just seems insane to me. Like, finishing that whole game in 20 minutes? Yeah, all right. On the 3rd, they have one of the bonus games if they meet it. It's somebody soloing the Wrath of Machine on Destiny. 1 hour and 45 minutes.
Soloing. Is that a raid?
Yeah. Hour and 45 minutes on that. We got some Power Wash Simulator, 6-player SpongeBob DLC, 35 minutes. They always make sure to have one of the Mirror's Edge games every year, and they're doing that again this year, 80%, 40 minutes. So on the 4th, there's a couple ones that I thought were interesting because one of them, the first one, is Ken Griffey Jr. Presents Major League Baseball. The category for that is win a game. That's all they have to do. Win a game. And their estimated time is 30 minutes. If you've never played it, it's an old Super Nintendo game. Very hard. It's playing baseball when you can't really move. So, good luck on that. There's also the Birds Aren't Real game, any percent. 9 minutes on that. Pokemon good. White 2, any percent. 3 hours and 25 minutes. On the 5th, we have the first 4 Tony Hawk Pro Skater games. Each game, except for the second and third, have different things. For Tony Hawk 1, they have to do 100%. For 2 and 3, they have to get all goals and gold and everything. And Tony Hawk 4 is any percent. That is supposed to be 1 hour and 16 minutes. There is a Link to the Past, all dungeons swordless. That's an hour. For snow, we have the Stardew Valley Skull Caverns 100 glitchless 4-player. That is 55 minutes. And then closing out everything for these 6, there is a Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode glitchless, 1 hour.
How?
There is
It takes me an hour to create a character.
There is Elden Ring, any percent glitchless, 1 hour and 25 minutes.
How?
Yeah, you people can do that.
And then there is also a race for another Crab's Treasure, any percent, 40 minutes. And there's a ton of stuff in between. And I mean, honestly, a lot of the speedrunners do a lot of like, if they're short games and they know they're like silly glitches that they do, they just have a lot of fun with it. They bring a lot of entertainment to it. I'm assuming most of the crowds are going to be back this year since it's been a few years since COVID. But yeah, man, it's crazy. There's a lot of stuff that I believe one of the bonuses is to get Hades on there. I'm not sure I can't say for certain, but I think that is one of the things that you can like donate for. But I'm so excited, man. I always love watching this. It's always for like just really good causes. Hey, Jacob, your boy Nastani is going to be there again.
Oh, good for him.
For doing a Fire Emblem Sacred Stones run. That is apparently his second appearance. Also, yeah, if you check out their Twitter, they have basically like the bio pages for every single speedrunner that's going to go this year. And like, it's funny because the run that they're doing, it will say like, here's their glitch rank, here's their silly rank, here's like the chaos rank, all that kind of stuff. So it's cool. Yeah, like, so you get to see like what all is actually happening, what's going on, who's the person doing it, probably talking about who's going to be talking to him on the couch, because a lot of times with runners, it's a lot of concentration. So they have to have somebody in the background kind of explaining what they're doing, why they're doing things, how they figured it out, how the community came to this, like what the old runs used to be and how people used to do it. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. Even if you're not into speedrunning, like I said, it's just watching people be super competitive and figure out how to do things. It's awesome. I love it. I love watching it every year. So I would give it a shot. It starts at, let's see, pull that up here real quick. So it starts this Sunday at 1 p.m. and they go basically 24 hours throughout the whole week. And then the last thing that they have is the Super Mario RPG remake scheduled at 11:20 p.m. And that's supposed to be 2 hours and 45 minutes.
God damn.
Yeah. That's the one that just came out on the Switch too. But yeah, I mean, it's awesome. I promise you will be able to find something in there that you would like to watch. They're even doing a fucking Chibi Robo race this year. Like, I don't know. It's awesome. I love watching it. They're doing a bunch of like randomizers. I didn't see any Tazbot things, but they used to do things where like they would load up a Super Nintendo game and they would use what they call a Tazbot that does a bunch of like coding things real time, and they would load up the Twitch chat on like fucking Super Mario World. So they try and do silly things like that every now and then. It's cool. Give it a watch. That's what I got.
I would watch the Turnip Boy.
Yeah, man. Like, just like, in a way, I get it, because like looking at some of these games and being like, oh man, it took me a long time to beat that game, and then to see somebody come in and be like, oh, they beat it in 10 minutes. Like, listen to this: Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, all main quest, 26 minutes. How?
No, they cheated.
See, it took me a long time to beat this game. I don't want to see somebody beat it in 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's no enjoyment in speedrunning. You don't experience the game.
Which is fair, but I mean, you got to think about it. These people
for me to watch.
I know.
For me to watch is what I mean. Like
Yeah.
I tried to watch a Zelda speedrun forever ago, an Ocarina of Time speedrun forever ago, and I love the storyline of Ocarina of Time. That's why I watch those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's why speedrunning isn't for me.
Yeah, I can get that.
I mean, if you played
But
a game so many times and then we're like, oh, they can beat it in 10 minutes, let's check this out.
Right. Maybe I should start speedrunning The Witcher.
There you go. I feel like they had Witcher 3 on there at some point.
I'm sure.
I want to see somebody speedrun Shadow of the Colossus just so I can see if my speedrun was good or not.
I mean, I could look it up. They have like a whole ass community.
We got a speedrunner on the podcast. Okay.
A little bit. When I was streaming, I did speedrun
Parappa the Rapper.
Shadow of the Colossus, Parappa the Rapper, and Parappa the Rapper 2.
So are you looking for just like any percent, 100% new game, platinum trophy?
Fuck, I don't know. 80%.
Any percent. The best time is 57 minutes 25 seconds.
All right, they got me.
How fast did you beat it?
I was done, and I think it was like an hour and 41 minutes.
I mean, that still sounds good, though.
Yeah,
that's not bad for somebody that didn't use like any glitches to move quickly and shit like that.
Fuck. The 100% only has one person. It was done 4 years ago. It took them 12 hours and 36 minutes.
I can believe it. To 100% the game? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, platinum,
You
you're
gotta
looking
find
at
all those stupid fucking lizards.
Yeah, it's a platinum trophy on PlayStation. You're looking at just under 7 hours.
Okay.
Boss rush 13 minutes. Time total 30 minutes. In-game time less than 14 minutes.
Look up The Witcher 3.
I wonder if they have like something that lets them just go straight to each boss.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
There's probably a glitch that gets them through walls and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, let's see. We'll do current patch. Any percent. So look, we'll do with Blood and Wine. Wait. No, they're doing it for each part, I guess. Okay,
Yeah.
So main story, current patch, 2 hours and 26 minutes.
Can't even enjoy the Bloody Baron storyline in that time.
If you 100% it, you're looking at 16 and a half hours. New Game Plus, you're looking at 2.5.
That's crazy.
And then like Hearts of Stone is 30 minutes. Blood and Wine is 37 minutes.
Which is crazy because Blood and Wine's like a 16-hour game.
Yeah, man. Like it's just I don't know. It's interesting. Like some of the glitch ones, like they're just silly. They're not really like you're not actually playing the game. You're just kind of finding an exploit and being like, "Whoop, I'm done." Like the original Super Mario, they can do it in 9 minutes, start to finish. But some of those are cool. I like watching them. Being able to do those like pixel perfect.
You know what? I can say I did enjoy. I was watching some Metal Gear Solid speedruns. Metal Gear Solid 3. That's kind of crazy because I have played that game. Like Snow was saying, I played that so many times, seeing what other people can do to just get through stuff quick. Kind of crazy.
They did that last year, I think. Metal Gear 3.
You can do. I watched some Metal Gear Solid 1 as well, but also some crazy stuff in there.
They do some wild stuff. It's so cool to watch. And like I said, the community is great. I mean, I believe they always... I want to say they switch, but Doctors Without Borders is their big charity that they do it for every year, which is, to me, a pretty damn good cause. But yeah, that's what I got. You'll probably get that update from me every year, twice a year.
Hey.
At least 4 times, because you also talk about it afterwards.
Yeah. Shut up.
Wow, shut up.
Oh, Snow, just for you. They do have a Sekiro play this year.
Just for me.
Yeah.
Where's
Snow's the
that?
only Sekiro fan in here.
Let me see if I can
Literally.
find it.
Probably like it. I just didn't play it.
Well, just so Caleb can make more fun of you because somebody else beat it. Hit list,
Caleb has
any
plenty of
percent,
free time.
40 minutes. Doesn't get touched. Beats the whole game in 40 minutes. So what the fuck you doing?
Not playing that, I guess.
Couldn't imagine.
Alone.
Okay, well,
I watched something this week.
Oh,
See, episode 2 of season 2 of House of the Dragon.
okay.
Good shit. Jordi, did you end up finishing it?
No, that's okay. You can spoil.
Oh, brother. Snow, did you watch it?
I haven't even seen season 1 of all of it.
Oh, shit. Well, I won't spoil anything because I don't want Jordi to... well, Snow hasn't finished it either, and I don't want Jordi to get spoiled. Somebody commits seppuku, though.
Spoiler.
Cool. Guess
He
I'll have to
deserved
watch
it.
Mm.
Close your ears, Snow, because I'm going to tell Jordi. Your other ear, too.
Just exit out of Discord and come back. It'll...
There you go. There you go. There you go. Did you get the part where Sir Christian told Eric to go to Dragonstone?
Yeah.
So he goes there. And I'm not going to tell you how it happens, but his brother, Sir Eric, his twin brother, Sir Eric, finds out and goes and challenges him to a fight.
Yes.
Good.
So twin brothers, because his brother is serving Rhaenyra as
Okay.
king, as a knight.
Mhm.
So they like broke each other up, and Christian was like, pretend to be your brother and go fucking kill Rhaenyra, so we just end this war. Ends up getting caught by his brother, and they get into a fight. And the way they cinematically did this was so masterful. So like at one point, one of the Erics get cut in the leg, and then a couple minutes later, the other Eric gets hit in the leg as well. So like you didn't know which one was which the entire time.
Right.
So the one that was Rhaenyra's knight ends up winning. But they don't know because they're fucking twins and they have the same hairstyle, they have the same beard style, and all that shit. But it didn't even matter because a second later he says, "I'm sorry, my queen," and just fucking stabs himself in the stomach after killing his twin.
Oh fuck.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good. And then there was the part where one of the Targaryens was laid up in the whore's lap. Did you see that part?
Yeah.
Where he looked like Voldemort in the other world.
Why she have to be all that?
She is all that.
Why she got to be all that?
She's working at a whorehouse.
A brothel, sir.
I'm sorry. What do I want me to call her, brother?
A madam.
A madame? All right. He was all curled up in a madam's lap.
Thank you.
Crazy, you
God,
assume her gender.
Put some respect on the profession.
You're right. You're right.
You couldn't do it.
I don't know. The way he said "madam" was a little aggressive. It sounded like an insult.
Well, he did.
Laying in a madam's lap.
Well, he did call her the W word first.
That's
The
true.
W word. No, this season is really good. I'm really liking it so far. Did you get to the part where he broke up the fucking Lego set that his dad made?
A Lego set.
Lego set.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember his dad like had King's Landing perfectly sculpted for him.
Mhm.
And then did you get to the part where Aegon destroyed it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it was right at the beginning when he found out his son died.
You didn't get to
I
that
guess I
part.
didn't realize he was destroying that.
Oh yeah, he destroyed his dad's Lego set.
That was definitely my favorite part of Game of Thrones when he got a Lego set.
Damn. Yeah, well,
It's all good. Allison's still out here fucking Kristen Cole.
Oh, well, I've been listening to something.
Me too.
I've been listening to this little internet podcast that our good friend Jordi put us onto a few weeks back.
Yes. Hold
Let
on.
me just say,
Let me give you my full attention. I want to hear this. Go ahead.
I'm only, I think I'm on like episode 36 now or something. Let me.
Only you're making, you're moving, brother.
Devin's
They're
got
pretty-
nothing
yeah.
to do.
So I'm on episode 36, taken ill. And this is a beautifully curated podcast. I mean, I could do without the narrator saying the super non-commercial, informative, high degree license that it takes to run the podcast every episode. But other than that, like so far, they're all just little spooky stories that are intertwining ever so slowly.
Oh, you're right there. Like episode 38. Shit's gonna
Yeah.
hit the fan.
So I don't know. I'm pretty sure they talk about the delivery service delivering like the coffin and stuff like that, and a couple other things. Pretty sure the delivery service where I'm at in the podcast just dropped something off to the Magnus Institute. So I don't know. What it is. They got these worms crawling around. And they can only be like killed so far that they can see with like fire extinguishers. So that's pretty funny. But yeah, so I don't know. Like, I don't know too much, but like the stories so far are really, really fun. There are some I'm really a big fan of. Like I thought the one on the ship was pretty cool. Not to get into too much detail because I know Snow said he was listening to a couple. So this is it's very, very enjoyable. They're all pretty short so far, and I assume they are the whole time. But I'm glad we were recommended this podcast here. It's very fun to listen to. Some of it's very spooky. I love the fact that there's some vampires in there. Still want to know what was in that coffin. I hope I get to find out.
Oh, you will.
The one I listened to a couple days ago, I was putting sheets on the bed, and it was like I think the episode was called Anatomy. It's how I remember. I think it was called Anatomy. She was teaching an anatomy class, and like everybody in the class was like murdering, I guess, like random people, and like got in and out of a house real quick. They were like using what he taught them to just like take people's organs. Yeah, man, it's great. It's great. I really like. So I was actually driving back from Ohio listening to him. So it was like 1 a.m. and I'm listening to the episode with I'm guessing it's the villain, but her name is escaping me. Like the one where the worms come from. Jordi, you remember her name?
Jane Prentice.
Jane Prentice, yeah. So like I was listening to her her testament or her testimony or whatever, and it like at 1 a.m. Tyron's snoring, his kids are snoring, and it's just her being creepy. It was great.
So you've met Michael now, right?
Which one? I've met Martin.
With the creepy echoey voice.
I don't think I've met
Or
Michael.
laugh? Really?
No, not
Maybe
Michael.
he doesn't come until season 2.
I've met Martin and the girl.
Okay.
I want to say her name's Rachel, but I really can't remember.
Sasha.
There you go. Close enough.
It's close.
There's a couple of the
and
same
you've met Tim too, right?
Yeah, I think I've met Tim, I believe, but he was just like popped in, said some stuff, and disappeared.
Okay.
He hasn't given a testimony yet. But yeah, so it's a very, very fun podcast to listen to be honest. I'm really enjoying it.
Season 1 is very much like Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Like compared to the rest of the show, it's very like mild. Once the climax of season 1 hits and like the actual story starts, it's nonstop. Every episode something happens.
I can't wait. I mean, it's the one my favorite one I think so far. Death, like the dude who beat Death in a game.
Yes.
That was amazing. Can't wait for you to get there, Snow. Love that episode.
I hope I need him in some more because that was spectacular.
What episode are you on, Snow?
4.
Okay.
I just finished the one where the lady was looking through the window to her neighbors across the street or whatever.
Across the street. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my first favorites.
Then the
Yeah, very
coffin
good.
one. That was a great one.
Yeah. See, so many good ones.
So I'm not gonna say too much just because it's way further in the series, but I did start Magnus Protocol, which is the sequel series to Magnus Archives, and it's been just as good so far. It's very confusing. Like I said, I can't really give details because it's gonna spoil shit for you guys, but the characters are just as relatable, or not relatable, but just as likable as the Magnus Archive characters. I'm just really excited to see where this one goes because it's spooky. And Devin, just so you know, he still says that very long exit in the sequel series.
Good, perfect. I've never been happier to hear it.
200 episodes, brother. He does not miss a beat.
And it's about 9 snowflakes out of 10 right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to agree.
I'm glad y'all are listening.
I'm gonna have to put it on while I'm at work.
Yes.
What's it called again?
Magnus
Magnus
Archives.
Archives.
Magnus Archives.
Okay.
Magnus
Thank you,
Archives.
everyone.
You're
It's the
welcome,
Magnus
buddy.
Archives, Cody.
It's the
Okay.
Magnus Archives, Cody.
Okay.
It is the Magnus Archives, Cody. So
You'll get there.
I'm just continuing on the CP9 fight. We're getting through that. Kaku is finally taken down, rounding up all the keys, trying to get to Robin. Buster call's been called. Trying to hurry, you know.
Oh. Yeah.
What did you think of Kaku's giraffe power?
It was good. It was good.
Was it?
Funny at first, but
Yeah.
enjoyable when he was fighting
It's
Zoro.
surprisingly good. Like it's hilarious and it's goofy and stupid, but like he was actually being a threat.
Yeah.
That fight with Zoro, awesome. Loved it.